Hi guys, my name is Shoria Batsuri and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the likes, comments. I really appreciate it. So from the title of this video, we're going to be discussing PLAB versus Masters. So this video is basically for medical students and international medical graduates who are contemplating coming to the UK to practice or further their career. All right. So if this is something you're interested in, please keep watching. We are going to break down the different parts and steps of these two routes, and I'll just share my opinion about it. Okay, so I am a medical doctor who recently completed her PLAB exams, and doing my master's degree in the UK. So I think I'm qualified to give my opinion about these two parts. Okay, so by no means standard, I'm just sharing my opinion and telling you guys what I know about these two pathways. Agreed? Okay, so I think when you're contemplating traveling to the UK, there are just some things I really wish people should pay attention to, and the major one is your finance. Finance is very important. How much money do you have? How much money are you willing to spend? Are you coming alone? Are you coming with family? Like, how are you guys going to be able to cope? Like, that's one thing that many people don't consider. They just want to travel. Please do not travel for traveling's sake. Everyone's path is different, and it's not everybody that travels that becomes madly successful. People can stay in their home country and still do so well. Okay, so don't be pressured. If your finances are not up to it, please don't start any journey that you cannot finish. Please. Okay, so first thing to consider is your finances. How much money do you have? How much money are you willing to spend? The second thing is your career goals. What do you want to do for yourself? Do you want to practice? Do you want to switch careers? What are your career goals? That would also, inform your decision as per what paths to take, either the masters or the PLAB, or soon to be called UK MLA route. With that in mind, we can now go ahead and discuss the two parts or two routes. So we start with the PLAB route. So PLAB stands for Professional and Linguistic Assessment Board Test. It is one of the requirements for you to get your General Medical Council registration and license to practice in the UK. Now, for you to start this whole process, you need to take the IELTS exam or the OET as a proficiency in English test. Okay, that's the first step, and this will cost you around 200 to 250 pounds. So once you pass that, once you meet the requirements, you move on to taking the PLAB 1 test, which is usually a multiple choice question, and it's currently 255 pounds. Now, the beauty of the PLAB 1 test is that you can write it in your home country, so you don't need to worry about traveling anywhere. In Nigeria, you can write it in Abuja, Lagos, or Enugu State, so you don't need to travel anywhere. The downside of the PLAB 1 test is that spaces are not readily available. Like, they literally release dates for like 2 to 3 dates per year. Currently, I don't know if it's even up to 4, but they just released a memo of the dates for next year. So they are releasing dates for next year, February and May dates for next year, and it's just like 2. So the spaces are not available. People have written IELTS or OET and are struggling to get spaces to take their PLAB 1. So that's one of the downside of the PLAB route. So this might cause a delay in your journey if you are considering using the PLAB route. Now, once you're able to get a date and you've successfully written your exam and passed, we move on to PLAB 2. So the PLAB 2 is currently 935 pounds. Yes, it has increased. So it's currently 935 pounds at the moment, and you have to come to the UK to take the PLAB 2 test. So apart from the actual cost of the exam, you have to key in the travel expenses, including visa, flight fee, accommodation and living expenses for the duration that you are going to stay. It could be 2 weeks, it could be 4 weeks. They usually advise you to stay for at least 2 to 4 weeks while you're preparing for the exam and to actually take the exam. And some other people go on to stay longer than that, wait for their results, and then move on from there. Okay, so you also have to consider the cost of EPIC verification and the license itself. So in all, the PLAB journey should cost you around £4,000 to £5,000, considering the cost of living and the inflation that is currently going on. So this may increase in the next 1 year or 2 years. Nobody knows. Okay, but currently with about £4,000 to £5,000, you should be able to sort out your whole journey. Okay, and because it spans through quite a long period of time, you can break it down and save and spend as you go. Okay, so once you're able to do that, you get your license, you'll be GMC registered, you get your license to practice in the UK, you get a job, you move over to the UK, and you live happily ever after. All right, so that's it for the PLAB journey. All right, now the master's route is very expensive, so that's one of the pitfalls. You have to have cash. You have to have money to spend. So that is one of the major downside of the master's route. It is quite expensive. The tuition fee ranges from 8,000 to like 27,000 pounds. All right, so I'm currently doing a master's in public health in Northumbria University, Newcastle, and my tuition fee is 16,500. It's a lot. Okay, I actually have a separate video talking about the cost of relocating to the UK as an international student. I'm going to pin it somewhere on this video so that you can go ahead and watch it and get a whole breakdown from, you know, step by step of the relocation process when you are doing your masters. Okay, so that's that. Now, there is no added advantage to getting a master's degree when you are trying to apply for a job. They usually say it helps, you know, when you're going for core training or you want to further your career as a doctor. They usually find out, oh, have you done any postgraduate studies and stuff like that? But there's really no like plus, you know, over someone that hasn't done a master's. Okay, all right. So, and if it's something you actually desire, something you want to do to boost your CV, add to your qualifications, definitely by all means, but there is really no added advantage. Okay, then the other good point for the masters is that it is very easy. It is an easy route, straightforward, fast. You go as a student, get your student visa, be in the UK. You can even take your exams while you are on your student visa, so it's kind of sorts that out. But considering what I just went through, I don't think I would advise anyone to take their PLAB exams while doing their masters. One is definitely going to suffer. Okay, so I would suggest, okay, either you wait and finish the masters, then take your exams, or if you feel you're capable, you can take your exams while doing the masters. Okay, you are also entitled to your post-study work, your post-study visa, which gives you 2 years to stay in the UK after your master's degree. So during that time, you can decide to take your PLAB exams and, you know, sort yourself out during those 2 years. That's also another option, which is very, very feasible. Okay, but the major downfall of the master's route is that it's quite expensive, so you have to have the funds. That's the major part of doing masters, have the cash. So if you are able to afford it, by all means, for something you consider, by all means, if you want to leave your home country within the shortest possible time, the masters is the way to go. All right, but for me, I decided to come to the UK through the student route, and since I had already taken my IELTS and my PLAB 1 exam in Nigeria, I just had to take a PLAB 2 test here in the UK. So it was tough, but at least I didn't have to start all the way from the beginning. So that was my own journey. I started with the PLAB route, switched to the master's route, completed the PLAB route, and I'm about to complete my master's route, then I'll go back again. So there's no one rule, there's no one path. We all chart the courses of our lives, and at the end of the day, the choice is yours. You are the one that will determine which path you want to take, the best one for you. And I would advise that whatever path you decide, whatever path that you think you can take to achieve your goals, please take that part and be determined, you can achieve what you want to achieve. I should become a TED talker, an inspirational speaker. But anyways, that aside, that's basically the two routes. You can decide which one you want. You can take one or the other. You can take both, depending on your circumstances. Okay, so I hope this video helps. This is just my 2 cents about the PLAB, soon to be UK MLA exam and master's route. Please, if you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. You can leave any questions you have in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions and get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao.